Saturday morning. What better time for some Super Contra? Where are we on our journey? Roll the clip.
Previously on the Quarter Pumper.
There we go. Nice. 3 credit clear. That's right. We've gotten Super Contra down to a 3 credit clear, but that's not good enough. That's not where we want to be. Ultimately, and today I got a feeling we're gonna get a new PB. So let's take a breath. Let's take a last sip of coffee. Let's drop in our first credit. And let's get going. And if you're new here, welcome to the Quarter Pumper, where we normally play through classic arcade games in an effort to answer a single question. And that question normally is, how much would it cost us to beat this game in an arcade when we were kids? But if you've been my player too, you know we go on epic side quests that involve us live streaming difficult arcade games every single day. To see if an average adult gamer who has some basic gaming skills can actually get good enough at these games to 1cc them. That's 1 credit clear them. That's when you drop in a single quarter at the beginning of an arcade game and you play through the entire game, start to finish, on that 1 quarter. And we are. Hold on a second. We gotta jump. We gotta die. We are 3 weeks into our Super Contra series. And how's it going? I think it's going awesome. I've really enjoyed Super Contra. Maybe when we don't die on the first stage, but generally, it's been a lot of fun. I think after playing all of these hours of Super Contra, I think it is a misunderstood arcade game. I think that it happens to, I don't know, just be overlooked or slept on or considered to be way too difficult. And it's just based on the timing of things when it came to the release of this game by Konami. I think most people are most familiar with the NES versions of Contra, period. Oh man, we're getting destroyed today. And so for them, the definitive versions of Contra are Contra on the NES and Super C on the NES. And then later, Contra 3 Alien Wars on the SNES. But before any of those games came out, it was Contra on the arcade and Super Contra in the arcade. And that was this game. And I think that its level of difficulty, the nuance of the game, made it inaccessible to a lot of people because it was so hard, and it's in a weird format. We're looking at it vertically on a monitor instead of horizontally, which I think a lot of people were used to. The play mechanics and physics in the game are, I won't say questionable, but because I think there are design choices, but they are out of the norm. They are not Contra-ish, in so much that you have like a high jump, right? There's a regular jump, and then if you hold up on the joystick while you jump, there's a high jump. That doesn't feel very Contra-y. You have more aiming ability in this game, instead of just aiming in your 4 cardinal directions and then the 4 diagonals. There's a little bit more to aiming your weapon in this game. Oh, we got this. And overall, I think it's just been, I don't know, like the black sheep of the Contra family. And I'm not talking about like some of the NES versions of Contra that weren't really Contra. Here we go. I think it primarily boils down to the fact that this game looks like its predecessor, but does not play like its predecessor. Oh, we're way back here. It looks like Contra on the arcade, but it doesn't really play the same as the original Contra game. We gotta take some evasive maneuvers. Oh man, if it looks like that I am total trash at this game, it is because sometimes we are. Sometimes we're not great at certain points of these games, and we need like a little bit of warm up, a little bit of waking up on a Saturday morning. I see some of our friends here. I see Andre's here. Ryan McNeil is here. Kenneth is here. Thanks for joining us always on a Saturday morning. I think we're gonna get a good warm up in, and the goal for today is to get a new personal best of a 2-credit clear. So completing this game on just 2 credits. We're not getting there quite yet, but we will once we get a little bit of extra warm up in. Oh man, this jungle stage is so brutal. In this version of Contra, it does have limited continues, the arcade version of Super Contra, and you're stuck with only continuing 5 times, which means that the maximum amount of credits you can insert on any specific game run is 6. So we still have. Oh, I didn't see that bullet coming through the explosions. So we still have 2 more credits to get through the game. And we'll just be chill, we'll just be cool. Our motto is any day that we get to play video games is a good day, so yeah. Regardless of the outcome, we get some gaming in, it's all good. Today, so we do stream 2 games normally at the same time. The other game we are currently in the process of learning to 1cc is Willow the arcade game, and we're on the verge of 1ccing that game. But I'm taking Willow off today because I think I need a mental health day from Willow. Not that I don't like the game, but it's been challenging in a way that I didn't anticipate in the end game, and we have gotten up to the final fight of the boss in Willow every day for like the last 7 days consecutively, I think, and have come up short. So today I'm taking a little mental break from Willow. So we'll only be streaming this game. We'll only be streaming Super Contra today, but then we'll get back at Willow on Sunday. So recharged and refreshed. But in the meanwhile, we're gonna blast some aliens. Oh no, man. Oh, we're gonna have to just take out. I like that weapon because Super Contra is one of the few Contras that actually confirms you can stack same weapons. Man, we had no place to go. So if you pick up 2 of the same weapons, it increases your power or range of that weapon. And we had picked up 2 of the bomb weapons in the stage at the beginning. So we're just gonna see where we can get with this. High jump up here. Let's make sure we clear the path. The physics in this game are weird. Like you run up slow when it comes to inclines. Oh, you had to jump over that second alien because there was no way we could fire fast enough to get him. Alright, now we'll let the auto scroll push us to the end while we continue to fire at this. Oh, I had no place to go because he dropped a second group of reds. Dirty Birds, what's going on? What's up? Bane is here. We back. Yeah, every day for Contra until we get our 1cc. And some of these series. So we have actually, for reference, successfully learned how to 1-credit clear 7 different arcade games using this exact technique of live streaming every day. And we've beaten really, really difficult games like X-Men the arcade game, and Ghouls N Ghosts, and Splatterhouse, and the original Contra, and R-Type, and Mercs and the King of Dragons. And like I said, we're on the cusp of 1ccing Willow. And so whenever I think to myself, this is impossible, man. Yeah, I gotta look to what we know is true, and that playing these games every day, average gamers can learn the patterns, can learn what they need to learn to have success at them. Can dodge. Oh, come on, we can do this. We can do this. We got it. We got it. Look at that. Look at that. Finally, the first time ever, today, we made it through. We made it through that segment. Oh, that's some bullet dodging. Come on. Come on, guy. Oh, no. We were so close to keeping that weapon. But that was the first time I think we have successfully made it through those side enemies. So it must be a sign of good things to come today. All right, we can get into position here. I aim for his nostril right there, yeah. On the side. Here. Try to take out the aliens on the side first. I was lucky. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go, we got him. 1, 2, 3 out the front. Nice. Oh, we got that one. Okay. All right, we can relax. We should be able to get through this on this life. We got him. All right, we got him. Let's chill. Let's chill out. Let's take a breath. 1, 2, 3 aliens at the mouth. Get close enough because our weapon is... Oh, no. I got too cocky, kid. I got him. Don't get cocky. Here we go. Let's retreat. The tough thing about these top-down segments is that your character Bill, or if you're player 2, if you're Lance, they're both right-handed, so they hold their weapon on the right side of their character sprite, but their hitbox is their body. So it's like this off-center. Their movement and pivot point is on their character sprite, but the weapon discharges on the right side of that, so it feels like a little unbalanced in that way. But look at that. We did it. A 5 credit clear. Not exactly a 2 credit clear, but a good warm-up nonetheless. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat today, and let's see how everybody's doing. Ryan says, yeah, let's do this. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Andre is currently soldering new rechargeable batteries on your beard trimmer and recording a YouTube video about it. That's multitasking, my friend, on a Saturday. Kenneth, sorry you got burnt out on Willow, homie. Let's all gather around and curse One Ring for it. Actually, he said he wouldn't. One Ring, one of our regular viewers, said he wasn't able to make any streams today, and that, yeah. So that would have been the opportune time to 1cc Willow. I don't think any one of us is cursed. I just think I've been having a mental block when it comes to that final battle, and we've worked so hard to be able to get up there and to strategize on Willow the best we can. What I like about that game is different than what I like about this game, because with Super Contra, it's a lot less thinking. It's a lot less planning and a lot more just action and going on instinct and reacting. And this game, Super Contra, is significantly shorter than Willow the arcade game. So we're able to get in a ton of runs in the time we stream, because I only cap these streams at about an hour. So that's really fun. Let's reset our counter.
What is this place?
And Bane is back. Dirty Birds, happy Saturday, everybody. Phoenix says, not trying to be a sour grape hater, but I heard the new Resident Evil doesn't really have any fresh ideas. Disappointing. Oh, man. Warrior asks, is this hardcore? This is Super Contra, the arcade version. So in the timeline of Contra game releases, Konami released Contra in the arcades first, and then Super Contra, this game, second, and then Contra on the NES third, and then Super C on the NES fourth, which is the NES version of this game. Super C is the NES version of this game, which is probably what most people are most familiar with. Kenneth says no, but it is hardcore, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Justin McDonald, I'll drop a like for you. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate anyone that stops in these streams and chats it up and hangs out with us. I liken it to hanging out at an arcade when we were kids, and all of us crowding around one cabinet and cheering on our friend. If you're new here and you're wondering what the numbers are at the bottom of the screen, it's how we keep track of our progress. So the top number represents how many credits we would use in any given run of the game. Ultimately, the goal is to get that down to 25. Only 25. And the bottom number, though, represents how many credits we've used since starting this challenge about 3 weeks ago. So ostensibly, how much money we would have had to spend in an arcade machine to develop the skills we need to be able to eventually 1 credit clear this game. So, like, if we had a Super Contra game machine at the convenience store around the corner from our house, and it was the one game we played with regularity and frequency, we would know how much we would have to pump into it to actually get good. But not only that, because I only cap these streams at about an hour, we know approximately how much time it takes an average person to practice and get good. Because I only play these games on stream, so you can go back and see every minute of every gameplay session, all the way back to day 1, when we are super bad at Super Contra. And Super Contra seems super hard. And I think if you go back to day 1 of this particular series, it's an interesting watch, because I totally did not think that we would ever be able to do this. This was one of those games that seemed too hard for the average person to learn and master. But after what, like 20 hours of gameplay, I've come to realize that, you know what, it's not as difficult as you think it is. And it's mostly because there are game mechanics in this specific version of Contra that once you understand, it makes it much easier. And the game mechanics are different than any other Contra game. Like, this game has variable heights that you can jump at. So you can jump at a regular height, and you can jump at a higher height if you hold the up on the joystick while you jump. I don't think there's any other Contra game that has 2 heights that you can jump at. I could be wrong. If I am, let me know in the chat. But I'm fairly certain that there's no other game in Contra where you can jump twice as or higher if you hold the direction up. Not even Super Contra, which we played through, or Super C, which we played through on the NES in a member stream, what, like a week ago? So stuff like that, I think, makes this game unique in the Contra lineup. And then I got a feeling that Konami made some design choices that maybe intentionally made the game artificially difficult. Like putting the environment stuff in the foreground of the playing area, which you'll see in full effect in the next stage in the jungle. And stuff like that makes it feel like, oh man, they wanted to make a difficult Contra game, and this is how they did it. In addition, I think you can shoot in more than just 8 directions, your weapons, based on the animation of your character and where they're going. And look at this, see, like the trees in the foreground will block certain attacks from certain enemies. Specifically, like right here, right? Oh man. You can't see this guy shooting you at the bottom. It's hard to see the guys up in the tree line at the top. And overall, it just makes for a more challenging experience. Not impossible, but definitely challenging. It's like you need to get the timing down for certain enemy attacks so that you can anticipate them and dodge appropriately. Oh, did we get that? We did. We got the machine gun. Okay, let's get down. It's more safe down here. Alright, let's lock in here. There are a couple aliens that also drop down from the trees that you can't see. Like that guy, right? He almost came down exactly within that tree line. Alright, we got our spread. We should be able to take this all the way to the end boss. And if we're on point today, we'll get through this boss. With the spread. In the conservatory. Oh yes, we got him. All right, we're doing good. This is still our first credit. We've only died once up through 3 stages. So here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's be cool. We can stack a spread. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. It was the physics in the game that got us. We were sliding down the incline. So we were sliding down the incline, which made us slide into an enemy. I'm gonna try to keep this double gun though, because we double it up, and now it explodes in an X pattern. Oh gosh, this one skull. All right, we got our spread back. Let's jump to safety. Oh, let's take a breath. There's no timer, so it's okay. We can take our time. We just got to clear this top level before we proceed. Alright, we got that. If we keep the spread till the end of the stage, we can take out the end boss. And then bring the spread to the next stage to start with. Didn't jump up to the platform because it wasn't holding up. All right, we're almost there. Let's be cool. There's 2 guys coming from behind. Got them both. Let's just inch our way forward so we get one of these pods each, one at a time. Got him. All right, let's go, people. Let's go. Still in our first credits. We have an extra life. We're starting with the spread. We're gonna get a shell here. Oh wow, we could do this. We actually could 1 CC, which would be earlier than I anticipated because I was hoping for like a 2 CC today, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's get through this segment. Let's be cool. You mother trucker. It's okay. We'll get another. Oh god, this is how brutal the game is. It's really unforgiving, and we lost that weapon, and we lost our shell, and now all hope for success is vanishing quickly. Got our extra life. All right, let's try to get some precision shots in here. We got a shell. We should be able to get another weapon right up here. Oh no, it's not gonna happen for us. Oh, I should have just gone and fired the shell. Should have gone for broke. Now we got no shell, no lives, and oh, we got one more life. We got 1 weapon. We can keep this. Got it. Dodged those bullets. All right, we can do this on this final life. We can still get a 2 CC. Let's go. We got our... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. we had a weapon and everything, and I did like the dumbest thing and got suckered into the trap because I was too excited. Too excited to anticipate actually beating the game on 2 credits. Oh, so bad. We can finish strong, though. Let's finish strong. I'll play to the whistle, man. Okay, we're clear. We got this. Turn back. Retreat. Turn. Come back. Turn around, Bright Eyes. Oh, we got the button mashing going. Oh, we got it. Okay, there we go. GDAS Master, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, so close to the 2cc today. I think we can do it. Actually, what? We got up to this stage. We got up to the final stage on our first credit. So, like when we talk about these 1cc challenges, there's always like plateau moments where our skills reach a certain level and it just we get kind of stuck. And then all of a sudden one day there's a switch that flips and all of the skills we've been working on culminate into all of a sudden us actually being decent at the game. Let's go back and let's say hi to everyone that came in, all of our new friends. Let me see, going up to the top. Come poop at my house, Contra rules, exactly. Justin says, I have the same sentiment about Legend of Zelda 2. Oh, yeah. Being different from being the outlier of the series or the black sheep of the family. AJ says, Contra, Yahoo, yes. Let's go. Justin, there is no breathing time in this game. Right. Totally. Totally. Linzu Anderson says, my mother bought my daughter one of those new Atari sticks with the console, has all the games on it. And in the base of it, I was born in 93. I was a Donkey Kong N64 baby. Yeah. And she bought her the console that you never even played. Oh, nice. It's Super Nintendo and Atari game, 2600 games and stuff like that. Yeah, it's always fun, I think, for me at least, to go back and see where some of the roots of modern games come from. I'm a Gen Xer, so I grew up in the 80s playing arcade games, which is probably why I have a soft spot for them and only play them on this channel. So let me say hi to other people. Polaris came in. Is this Contra 2? This is Super Contra, the arcade version. So, like I said before, in the timeline it was Konami released Contra in the arcade, Super Contra in the arcade, Contra on the NES, and then Super C on the NES. And so this is the game that the NES version of Super C is based on. And if you're familiar with Super C, you'll recognize some of these stage elements. But Super C is a wholly entirely different game, I think, in my opinion. It has extra stages and stuff like that. Lynn says older games for some reason pretty cool, but she's better at me than at Splatterhouse. So if you're new to the channel, we have successfully 1cc'd a number of other arcade games, including Splatterhouse last year. So I love Splatterhouse. We built the space out of aliens, exactly. Kevin is here. What? Cheetahs Master, thanks for joining. So close to the 2cc. Ryan, thanks for the GGs. The one and only Nicole is here, and Joe is here. Good game. Thank you for the GGs. Can you 1cc Xeno Crisis? No. No. We've 1cc'd 7 games. In the list are X-Men the arcade game, Ghouls N Ghosts, Splatterhouse, the original Contra arcade, R-Type, Mercs, and the King of Dragons. And so those are the games that we've learned to CC. We're also on the verge of 1CCing Willow the arcade game because we do 2 streams a day. And then this game, oh man, like the way this last run went, like if the RNG gods aligned and I had been a little bit more locked in, we probably could have gotten close to a 1CC on that last run. Because we did get to the final stage on our first credit. And then you just go and do stuff like this. Die on the initial approach. This game is unique in that it has these physics that let you slide down hills. Oh, we also you can also take a knee, which I don't think you can do in many Contra games. Oh, let's get this guy. Come on. All right, so we have no weapon, but it doesn't matter. We should be able to take out the Top Gunner here, and then much like that spiky truck in the original Contra, just gotta button mash our way through that tank. Here we go, drop down. Jump and dodge. Like I was saying before, this game is unique in that it has variable height jumps. You have a standard height jump and a tall jump if you hold up. So you can jump normal or you can jump high. Alright, let's just take out this helicopter. You really only need to hit the center point when it exposes the weak point, but it's kind of hard to do that when you don't have a stacked weapon. Let's get out of the trench. Take out these guys from the rear hatch. Maybe take out a cannon or 2 on the way back. Here we go. And there's the blue weak point. We can go right for that, actually. We can just target this. Take out the whole helicopter. The unwritten rule on this channel and these streams is we don't pick up laser weapons. Because I don't think the laser weapon is great. I think it's not worth it. It doesn't aim well. It's too slow. And even your standard weapon is a better choice, I think, in most situations. And this game is so short that you don't need to. You can go through the whole thing without getting the laser. So yeah, we don't pick up lasers. We will pick up the shell though, and then sometimes in these 1cc games, we take our time so we, don't run into danger. But other moments we use speedrunning techniques and grab things and run by enemies. So like in this section, the spread gun, whenever you pick up a weapon in this game, it gives you a few frames of invincibility. So we use that to our advantage, grab the spread, and then run directly past a whole bunch of tanks. And then we get here, use our Wolverine Claw to bust through the door. We have a shell, so we should be able to take this out pretty quickly. There we go. And onto the jungle, baby. Where we're gonna die. Jay says, what is a CC? It is a 1 credit clear. So 1cc is a 1 credit clear or a 1 coin clear in some circles. It is when you drop in a single coin into an arcade machine and you play through the entire game start to finish on that 1 coin. It's something that hold on. It's a feat that I don't think game developers really intended on back in the 80s. And then now some modern games have certain elements in them for 1ccing purposes, right? Mostly shmups, I think. Modern shmups have the oh man. They have scoreboards and pattern stuff so that they expect players to try to 1cc, but originally in the 80s, it wasn't, I don't think it was a thing. Oh, we're gonna get over here, get the spread, take out these low guys. Now this is the moment where we inch forward because we want to take out these pods one at a time while looking for reds. The Reds come back for a second round. So we'll just be chilled. High jump there. Take out the second one. Look for Reds. No Reds. Good to go. Right to the end. Last time we were here, we got through this on a single life without dying, so we maintained our spread guns. So let's see if we can replicate that now. Oh, I did not. The side guys come in, and when they come in, you can either duck or jump over them sometimes to avoid them. You don't have to take out the ones coming in from the side. Attack. I can never anticipate quick enough whether it is a jump over or get down to protect yourself. Alright, so this is one of the areas where I want to try to take my time, but also not get stuck in areas where too many enemies spawn. Like this, right here. We've doubled up this weapon. So this weapon is twice as powerful as it normally is. Alright, we're going to keep this weapon, I think. We're not going to go for any of those. Because one is a laser, one is a machine gun, and one is a spread. But I think the double bomb that we have currently is our best bet. I had to run away from that one red amoeba. Let's clear the path before we go. There are physics in this game that prevent us from running quickly up hills. No, man. We got overwhelmed with enemies. Oh no, that means there's no more weapon power-ups to be got between now and the end of this stage. So I think we're going to have to sacrifice a life at the boss battle. Those were two alien. That was a 2-alien cluster that we can't take out with our regular weapon. At least I can't. I can't button mash fast enough. So scroll get us over so we can weapon that. Oh, look at that! We actually can. We can spam attack him. We can spam attack him. I did not know that. If we jump, we can spam attack with our normal weapon before that his first attack comes out. So look at that. We learn new things every day. Alright, we got our shell. Gotta look out for faces. Oh no, we got a laser. Laser's gonna take some precision hits. That's okay. Probably better we lost that so we can get this weapon instead. Which will be better for this section anyway, so... Oh, there's so many faces coming up here. Normally there aren't too many faces. Like that. There's never a face here. It felt very ranky. Like you ranked up the game. All right, we can still do CC this. Let's go. That's the goal for today. 2 credit clear this bad boy. I think I'm a little off center. Lucky. Oh shoot, man, I got too close. I was drawing the side guy on the left at a different angle so that I could take out the aliens without worry. Oh, that was so bad. We were really close. see, this is like the moment where I'm talking about where we plateau in our skills or our abilities, and it just seems like we're still stuck in this one area of 3cc land. Right, where we can consistently 3cc, but there's just this little hump that we can't get over to get that into the 2cc area. But even still, like, getting up to the stage on a 1 credit, I mean, the whole thing about this game is that they're not designed, never intended to be completed this way, really. And so arcade games in general, you were supposed to pump in quarters to them. You were supposed to drop in more money, and you were supposed to continue. So what we're trying to do is not the norm. So here we go. Let's say hi to everyone in the chat that might have come in. I'm sorry if I missed your name. I see. Let's see. There were some people that dropped in a little above here. I'll scroll up a little bit to say hi to everyone. Joseph is here. Ever play Golden Axe? Yes, I love Golden Axe. In fact, we've played Golden Axe a bunch of times on the channel here, and I was thinking I would have a Golden Axe, maybe a long Golden Axe stream, and see if we can learn to 1 credit clear a game in 1 sitting. And I think I might do a Golden Axe sitting for that. So we'll see. But yeah, I love Golden Axe. Chris is here. Thanks for joining. Matt says, have you ever played Mercs on arcade? Yes. Mercs is one of the games we have learned how to 1 credit clear. That happened just in January. So if you want to go back, you can actually watch the whole series, start to finish, of how I got started really badly and had to pump our way through Mercs to win, all the way to the point where we developed enough skills to clear it in 1 credit. And Mercs, I love Mercs. I thought our Merc skills would help in this game, Super Contra, in the overhead segments, but the game mechanics are just slightly different enough that it kind of doesn't. Yeah, Kevin says, if you could drop $1 into the first 3 minutes back, you could drop $1 in the first 3 minutes back in the 80s. Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally. Some of the 80s games, you totally could drop in a bunch of money real quick. Like Paperboy. Yeah, I can never get far in that game. What is this game? Asks G-Merge. It is Super Contra, the arcade version. So the predecessor to Super C on the NES. Nimoy Chow Pocket says, almost looks like a cheap ripoff. What platform is this supposed to be? So it is the arcade game. The arcade versions of Contra were vertically oriented and had this darker, grittier look than the NES games, which came afterwards. So, Jake, can you play Smash TV next? I have played Smash TV. We have played Total Carnage. Smash TV to 1cc, I think, is a task that I don't know if I am up to do. So I don't know. Xenomorph says hi. Hey, what's going on? Let me go down. Say hi to everyone else that came in that I might have seen. Phoenix says the Contra streams do really well for some reason. Yeah, maybe because everyone loves. Who doesn't love Contra, right? Who doesn't love Contra? Broken is here and says hi. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Saro is here. Classic. Love this game. Thanks. I have to apologize if I mispronounce your name or misread the chats. I am a vision impaired gamer, so reading is the one thing that I cannot do with any great accuracy. So if I mispronounce anything, I apologize ahead of time. Jose is here. And what game is next? I have a couple in the works that I think we only do 2 at a time. So once we clear Willow, the arcade game, which is the other game we're playing concurrently with this one, then we'll tackle a new one, which should be next week. Yeah. Let's go. Let's drop in another credit. Let's reset our counter. And let's go again because we got time. Here we go. And we'll hit start. And if you're new here, welcome to the Quarter Pumper, where we normally play through classic arcade games in an effort to answer a single question. And that question normally is, how much would it cost us to beat this game in an arcade when we were kids? But if you've been hanging out with us, you know we go on side quests, live streaming side quests, daily live streaming side quests to see if an average adult gamer who has some basic gaming skills can actually get good enough at these games to 1 credit clear them. That's 1cc'ing. That's when you drop in a single credit at the beginning of a game and you play through the entire arcade game start to finish without continues. And we've done this successfully in the past using this exact technique of live streaming, just an hour a day, every day. And mostly, it's been a group effort. It's not a solo endeavor here. It is definitely a multiplayer affair. It is everyone that comes into these streams and the chats and watches the videos and the replay and leaves your comments that make this happen, because there's no way that I would be able to 1cc any arcade game on my own. It is you sharing your tips and tricks and strats and experience with the games that help me get through. Oh, we got that. Yeah. That helped me get through. Because, yeah, so without you, I would never be able to do any of this stuff. So thank you for joining these streams. Thank you for helping me out. Thank you for sharing your experiences and just chilling and hanging out. I liken these streams to when we were kids and we would be all meeting up after school at the arcade and hanging out with each other, supporting each other, crowding around a single cabinet while our friend was doing better than they had ever done before in their life. So, because arcades are far and few in between now, I hope these streams replicate that in some way. At least I know they do for me. So, thank you for coming in, hanging out with us for a little bit, and let's get to this boss. So one of the strategies that I employ in Contra is not to jump until you absolutely need to jump in certain scenarios. Oh, I didn't see that second stream coming in of bullets. Because I think our instinct is to jump to dodge things. I know mine has always been, but I found out that staying grounded in Contra, specifically these arcade versions, pays off way better than somersaulting around, especially in this one, because this game has variable height jumps, so you can jump at 2 different heights depending on whether you just hit the jump button or if you hold up on the joystick while you jump, which gives you a high jump option. So it's that stuff like that that makes Super Contra feel a little different than every other Contra game. Sometimes we employ speedrunning tactics to get through these games, like this one, where we're just going to run through, bust open this door with our Wolverine claw, and here we go. Oh, I was looking at something else, and I didn't realize that guy was going to get a shot off. Is this live or pro recorded? Say my name. Yeah, I will say your name, Beyonce. Yeah, this is all live. Oh, here we go. So when we die unnecessarily, yeah, that reaction is real. Oh, there's no place to go, and this stage it's one of the more difficult ones because they made it artificially difficult by putting these foreground trees in the stage, so you can't see certain enemies jumping in or attacking you. And what do we say? We love parallax scrolling, but this is kind of next level hard. I think for the rest of the stream we're only going to do 2 credit runs because I do want to try to get a 2cc today. So we won't be continuing past 2 credits. So much like a speedrunner who restarts when they know that they're not going to get where they need to be, we're going to end up doing that. But I am going to practice as much as we can on these 2 credits. This red guy's come back around. Let's wait for a minute. And let's go to the end. are we? Oh, hold on, guy. What? What? We're in the safe spot now. There's a little safe zone you can stand at where none of those red things can hit you, so... Alright, let's go. Let's see what we can do on this last credit, on this last life. We'll get the bomb weapon at the beginning. We'll take this part a little bit slow. As I immediately run through. Part of it was that when you get a weapon, you get that invincibility, right? So sometimes you want to... Oh, we had to get that. We had to get that for... We had to get that for the invincibility factor it gave us, because that shrimpy guy was... It's all over us, but look at this. It resulted in us getting a spread, so... This red guy. Oh, we got him. Okay, let's chill out here for a second. Clear the path. We can make it through the rest of the stage with this weapon intact. Oh no, wait. Alright, now we'll go. Physics in this game of running up a hill, so bad. A little too realistic, Konami. Oh, we couldn't... What? We couldn't get him with the spread. We couldn't get him with the spread. We just destroyed that guy with a regular base weapon without dying in the run right before this, right? Oh, this is how brutal this game is sometimes. Just when you think you got a handle on things. We got our shell. Let's try not to waste our shell. I've been losing these shells to deaths like that. Skipping laser. Skipping laser to get the bomb weapon here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, we're not continuing. We're going back to the beginning because we are on a 2 credit clear mission. So Onke says, have you ever played any other classic arcade games besides Contra? Yeah, we've played a ton of games on this channel, ranging from beat-em-ups, running guns, shmups, old school 80s games that didn't end, like Pac-Man, Burger Time, Donkey Kong. Yeah, I love all the old guys. Probase says maybe he is Twitch streaming. I'm actually not. I'm a Gen Xer, and I'm so out of the loop when it comes to how to stream or streaming that the idea of streaming on Twitch is something that my Gen X brain can't comprehend, let alone multi-platform streaming. Yeah, totally not something that I understand at all. I'm like an old curmudgeon. Get off of my lawn. Let me just play some old arcade Contra. Let's say hi to everyone else that dropped in that I haven't said hi to yet. The Box Cracker is here. This is not your first game. No, we've played this before. We've put in like 20 hours into Super Contra, so we have developed some skill. LP asks, favorite classic game? Oh, that's like a loaded question. I don't know what everyone else's favorite classic arcade game is, but I think after doing our Ghouls N Ghosts series, Ghouls N Ghosts Arcade is my favorite classic game. I think I can definitively say that, because it just is, the graphics are awesome, the gameplay is challenging but not impossible, it feels fun every time, at least for me. The double loop to get to the ultimate ending, yeah, it just feels like yeah. So not Ghosts and Goblins, but Ghouls N Ghosts, the second iteration of that game. So Lucy's here and says hi, and Xenomorph is here and says don't kill my brothers. Yeah. Exactly. Let's go again. I usually cap these streams at an hour, but we got time to go again. So our counter is reset. If you're wondering what the numbers are at the bottom, I'll show you. We drop in a credit. The top number is how many credits we will use in any specific run of the game. Today I'm trying to keep that number down to 50 cents, which would be 2 credits in a US-based arcade machine. Ultimately, the goal is to get that down to just 25 in a 1 credit clear, but we're not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. It's so hard to say. The bottom number, though, represents how many credits we've used in total since starting this challenge about 3 weeks ago. And so we keep track of how many credits we use, how many continues, how many hours we put into this game. This guy was just not going to let it go. He pinned us down with fire, and then his friends all came in and were not going to let us get away. All right, we're going to go. Let's go. Take out the gunner. Watch out for his shooting us in the foot. We did not take out the gunner, and we got a button mash, and we got it. Oh man, in stage 1, stress, just like that spiky tank in the snowfield in the original Contra. All right, so as we've died, we need to get this weapon. Super Contra is one of the few Contra games, early Contra games, that confirmed you can double up weapons. You can stack them, similar weapons. So if you get 2 of the same, it increases power or range or rate of fire in some capacity. This game is also a game where you can shoot in more than 8 directions based on your character's animation and when you are hitting the fire button. So it allows you to hit things at more acute angles that you probably couldn't have done in other Contra games. Oops. Oh, we got it. Here we go. This pod is a laser. Let that go. Let's go right to the end. I try not to jump unless we absolutely have to jump. Oh, that guy spawned right in front of us. Jump over this guy. This game also has variable height jumping. So you can jump regular, or you can jump high if you hold the up direction on the joystick, which is fairly certain unique to this specific Contra game. Alright, let's go through this. Come on, guy. Not gonna get that. That's a laser. We'll get the shell. And let's go. Let's go get our spread gun and let's get to the end. Weapons do give you a few frames of invincibility. We speed run through this stage so that we avoid taking potential deaths. Konami was going for ultra realism apparently, because they're like, oh, the spread gun needs to have 3 barrels if it's shooting out 3 projectiles, so let's give it 3 barrels this time. Oh, we got it. There we go. Okay, we're still doing good. We've died once, but we're still on our first credit. If we lock in here and anticipate certain things coming through the tree line, I think we can do this. Let that weapon go by. It's not one we want. I had to jump over that guy. Oh, I couldn't get down in time. Alright, no matter, we made it to the swamp, or as someone said the other day, the Bayou Billy part. Let's be chill here. Guys coming in from the top, through the trees that you can't see. Let's get through this cannon, under the fire. Hit the pod. Go for, oh, I missed the pod, but that's okay. We'll get a spread after we get past these logs. And those are big and heavy in wood. Oh, I shouldn't have jumped. Gonna take these things slow because they fire these red guys. The red guys do loop around because Konami was like, let's make this so hard. Another set of reds. I don't think you can destroy them either. They're not shootable red guys. Like these are shootable red guys, but the other ones are not. Gonna jump over this. Nice. All right, nice. We saved the spread. Let's go, let's go. Sean is here. Thanks for joining. Okay, let's be cool, man. Let's be cool. We got a spread. We'll let those weapons go by us because spread will potentially help us more than... Oh. Okay, it's okay. It's all good. Our motto is any day that we get to play video games is a good day, right? Because I'm sure... Well, at least there were times in my life where I was not able to game with any regularity, so... Which one? Which one? This first one. Alright, let's be cool. Let's be cool. We can do this. Clear the path so that we can run up the hill. Jump over. Red, we got him. Let's clear our path. Go, go, go. Go for explosions everywhere. Aliens on both sides. We made it. I had to jump out of the fear. Cleared it. Two guys from behind coming up. Got those guys. Let's get these pods. Alright, we have a chance again here to not die at this boss. What did we do? It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Let's go. Let's go. We're still on pace to 2 credit clear. If I don't botch it here. We get some good RNG with the faces. This is not good RNG. Oh, not the laser. Well, I had to use our shell, but that's okay. You gotta use it or lose it. If you lose your life here, you lose the shell, so it's all good. We're gonna hit these clown heads before we proceed. Here we go. All right, let's lock in here. We got 2 lives left. We can get through this section. Oh no, we gotta make it to the end. Run to the end. Oh, we almost got that for invincibility, and now we're here again in the final approach. Oh, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. All right, we'll continue. We'll see it through this time, even though I wanted to get a 2cc. We'll see the game through. Oh man. We'll see the awesome ending of Super Contra in the arcade. need these guys to come down this way. I think it's a timing thing of to get these aliens, to blast the aliens coming out of the mouth. I could just come back a little bit to get it clear. Yeah, nice and clear for this. Here we go, there we go. Take our time. Got one. Got two. Alright, we're in. We're in like Flynn here. Turn. Retreat. Oh, got him on the side. Retreat, turn. Oh man, he was quick that time. Oh, turning. Let's be safe. We'll go back and retreat. Here we go, one more time. And we got him. Oh, nope. One more round. There we go, And that was a 3 credit clear. Wow, we're so close to getting that 2cc, and then, like, really, if we just got some good RNG and maybe just a little bit of focus, extra focus, I think a 1cc is imminent. I'm pretty sure we can get this in the next week or so. So, Bill and Lance hoist their weapons up in victory, and another stream down. So, everyone, thanks so much for hanging out with me on a Saturday. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, I wouldn't be able to do any of these 1cc challenges without you. And it's really like when we used to hang out at an arcade together and we would all crowd around a single arcade cabinet cheering on our friend who had one last quarter to spend to extend our day just a little bit longer. That's how I feel about these streams, and I'm super, super grateful to be able to share everything with you. Super appreciative of everyone stopping in the streams and the chats and watching the replays and leaving your comments. So for the rest of the weekend, we will be streaming. So I won't be streaming anymore today, but tomorrow we'll continue with our 2-stream schedule. Willow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then Super Contra again at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll get back on it. Tomorrow, Willow, we could 1cc. That is we're on the cusp of doing that. So if you're so inclined, look for that tomorrow. If not, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Try to get some gaming in. Be good to each other. And you know what? We will all hang out again real soon. Thanks, everybody.